Hi, I'm Renee and I serve on the Town of Exeter Energy Committee. Today we're going to be talking about the LED streetlight conversions. We're going to go over to the town offices in just a minute and talk to the people leading this project, but I thought I'd give you some context about streetlights in Exeter. So here we are at the site of the Exeter Gas Works. As you can see below me, we have a medallion that has some words on it to commemorate that there was a bunch of gas works here. The gas lamps, when they first came, they were gas lamps that had to be lit, so there was a lamplighter in town. This book I got from the Exeter Library if you want to go check it out for your child. Okay, so there are a lot of efficiencies. It's very clean and green what we're doing here today. So let's head down to the town offices and meet the movers and the shakers that are getting this project done. Here we are at the town offices with the people who are leading this project. We're going to have Jennifer Perry of the Exeter DPW, Alec O'Meara of Unitil, and John Brannigan of Affinity LED Lighting of Dover. Now, Jennifer, could you tell us a little bit about the project?
Yes, this is a project to convert all of the town's streetlights from conventional metal halide and sodium vapor lighting to new light emitting diode or LED lighting. This is a project that the town has been considering for the last couple of years, and it was voted on at town meeting this spring, 2019, very successfully, very highly supported at over 86% passage. We're very eager to see this project commence. It will be commencing over the next several weeks, and it's going to do several things for the town. It is going to allow us to reduce our overall energy costs by approximately $30,000 per year. It is going to reduce our energy consumption by 193,000 kilowatt hours per year and reduce greenhouse gases to the tune of about 158 tons per year. So this is something that we're very anxious to get going, and we're looking forward to having better quality lighting that is more effective and less impactful as far as our resources go.
Great. And you've been working a lot negotiating with Unitil. And we have Alec here today to talk about how Unitil has been working in the deal that they've been helping us with.
Sure. Well, I believe this particular path forward came about a couple years ago, where we got approval from the state of New Hampshire, the DPU. As a utility in New Hampshire, we have to work with the state to sort of create what are called tariffs, which is basically the rule book for if a town wants to go about any one kind of project, in this case LED streetlights. So we brought that forward to the state proactively. We were able to sort of create that blueprint, if you will. And last year was sort of the first full year it was available, so lots of towns were able to look at that. And we have a number of towns right now that after springtime, which of course is town meeting season, a lot of folks got approval, and we're working with Exeter and a number of other communities in the state to find a way to streetlights. And we're very excited about that. You know, the roots of Unitil go all the way back, 100 plus years. Some of those lights that we're talking about, my daughter calls them Mary Poppins lights because she just saw that movie recently, loves it. Mm-hmm. The old kind that you had to go up and light. Energy usage changes and it transforms, and transforming our customers' energy usage as things evolve, that's sort of a fundamental part of our mission as an energy company. So we're really excited to be able to be a part of it, and really we see ourselves as facilitators. And the energy savings is tremendous, 190,000 kilowatt hours. I did the math on that. It ends up being about the equivalent to the annual use of about 26 homes. So an entire neighborhood's worth of energy is being conserved, and that's great. We live here in the state. We care about the environment as well, and we want to find those efficient, sustainable sustainable solutions to our customers' energy needs.
Great. Well, thank you for working with us. We really appreciate that. And so the third part of the deal is the actual new LED lights themselves. So we have a vendor here out of Dover, New Hampshire, and John Brannigan will speak about the actual fixtures and when they're coming in and how long it will take.
Yeah, thank you. So Affinity LED Light, we've been around since about 2012, and we actually we manufacture our lights right in Dover, New Hampshire, and we hire U.S. veterans to do the work. We've completed about 38 communities in Eversource territory, and we just started in, obviously, with Unitil, having recently completed Stratum, and we're also working with Central Maine Power, doing work in Augusta, Maine, and several other communities locally like Kittery and Elliott. The lights are fantastic, not just because I'm the manufacturer, but we took our time and really studied the market, studied the industry, and we were one of the first companies to come out with a 3000K DLC certified product. When I talk about color temperature, 3000K is what's recommended by both the American Medical Association and what's considered to be more dark sky friendly. And basically, when you look at any man-made or artificial lighting, there's potential impacts. So as a company that's local, that cares greatly about the environment from all aspects, not just the energy consumption, but also are we good stewards and good neighbors, we wanted to come up with a warm light that also has really good what's called efficacy. We want to make sure that the light that you're putting in, has a good rating, so it's not using more power than it needs to put the light on the ground.
All right, great. And do you know approximately when you'll start putting in the lights, when people can expect to see trucks around town?
Yeah, we're really excited. The GIS process, so we're actually going to go and map every street light in town. There's about 700 lights, and we just want to make sure that all the pole numbers are correct and the existing wattages are correct. We're going to start that this week. Field auditors from VHB out of Bedford, New Hampshire will be walking around with orange vests, so you might see them around with an iPad taking notes, staring up at lights. And then within the next 2 weeks, hopefully the week of May 20th, we're going to start Wakita Electric, who's a local guy. He actually grew up here in Exeter in the area, is based out of Shapley, Maine now. He'll be up with a crew converting lights.
All right, and that process takes about maybe 3 weeks or so?
Yeah, we hope to get it done in that time frame, hopefully a little bit less if we have good weather and we finally get some spring. Little less rain would be nice.
It would be
yeah.
very nice. A little
Yeah.
less rain would be very nice.
Yeah. And here's a question. I know that not all of the street lights will be replaced because some of them are owned by the state, such as the ones on off-ramps or things like that. Could you speak to that a little bit?
That's correct. We'll only be replacing lights that are in public right-of-ways, public parking lots, and it will not include any specialty or ornamental lighting such as Swayze Parkway. At this point, we are not doing Swayze Parkway lights. So yes, it's just town street lights. It will not include any of the New Hampshire DOT lighting on and off ramps or any private lighting. There are some neighborhoods that are maintained by homeowner associations that may, again, be more of an aesthetic type lighting in it. That will not be included if they're privately owned.
We are actually going to be starting the New Hampshire DOT lights in the next couple of months. So actually the same auditors that are going to be here in Exeter in the town are going to be confirming their lights, and we're going to be doing the same color temperature and really the same type of equipment on the DOT lights by the end of summer.
Excellent.
Yep.
And I have another question, which I was thinking of. So say that something happens to one of the lights. Say there's a car accident, the pole goes down, or hit by lightning. Who is responsible for fixing and maintaining the lights?
That's the town will have some options on that. The way this works is the lights are still going to be owned by Unitil. The town can have us come out and fix it, or you can find an approved third-party service, if you so choose, that can also go out and do that work. So we'll work with the town and we'll find the right solution that will work best for you guys.
Okay, and I know that these lights have a life expectancy of like 28 years or so.
Exactly.
So will we have a little stash of them in case there are one or two that might be defective, or how will that work?
Yeah, what's typical? We have a 10-year warranty on all of our equipment, and you're right, expected lifetimes are about 27, 28 years. What's typical is we'll work with Jennifer in the town to say, have a few extras on hand, not many. The 25-watt light is the most common that you have. It's in all your residential neighborhoods and along most of your roadways. So we'd recommend 2 or 3 or 4 to have in stock at the Public Works garage. And that way, if there is a car crash or a microburst or something that takes down a light that's not related to warranty, you'll have one on hand. And the great news with us being right in Dover is if there is an issue, we can always get you more quickly. If a light, for some reason, does have a failure, we've had very few, but occasionally, like all mechanical things, there can be a failure. Since we build them in Dover, we like to say we can repair them in Dover, which is great from a resource recovery and going minimal on environmental footprint as well. If there's a bad driver in the light, it's a quick afternoon, we take it down and swap it. Usually what we'll say is have one light as safety stock at the works garage. That new light can go on, and then the old light can go back to our shop for repair and rotate that back in.
Okay.
And I just wanted to say a thanks to Renee and to the Energy Efficiency Committee. We work with a lot of towns and cities, and it's always great to have engaged citizens who are really willing to start the process and walk it through. And I also wanted to thank Unitil.